Hello? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold your horses there, partner. I don't speak Spanish. I actually don't speak English all that good neither. But it's a whole lot better than my Spanish. Okay. Wait a minute. What are you talking about? You're applying for the roommate position. Listen, buddy, Jeff already has a roommate, and that's me. And this place really ain't that big. I don't see how we could handle having another person staying here. So I don't know, what do you mean you ain't afraid of small spaces? Small spaces are afraid of you. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense at all. Listen, I'm sorry, I don't know how you got this number or what led you to believe that we was looking for a roommate, but we are all full up at this time. There ain't no room at the inn. Oh, well, you didn't have to say that. That's not very nice. All right, well, adios to you too, amigo. That was a weird call. Howdy, folks. This is your good friend, Hillbilly Scribbs, with you for another one of these here episodes of the Hillbilly Holler. That's right, folks. This is our first Hillbilly Holler of the year, the first one of 2020. And ain't that exciting? And we've got a lot of good stuff in store for you today. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys know and give you some fair warning. This show is going to seem a little bit different. And there's a reason for that. We're changing things up a little bit. There's, for those of you that do not know, I got a roommate named Jeff, and he produces all of my shows. So he helps out behind the scenes with the Hillbilly Holler and the Hillbilly Hangout interviews. Well, that rascal is trying to do a show of his own. I don't know what he's thinking. But anyway, he's going to be diverting some of his attention to that project. So it's going to pull him away from helping me out with these things. Now, that don't mean that the Hillbilly Holler is going to be going away. It'll still be around. It's just going to look a little different, and it may not come out every single weekend. But there's going to be a lot of good stuff to keep y'all's attention in the meantime here in the MTFO. So without further ado, I know what y'all are thinking. You're thinking, well, Hillbilly, don't you usually start these things off with reviews of what happened last week? Well, didn't nothing happen last week. But the week before that, something did. And the week before that, something really did. Yeah. So as y'all saw at the beginning of this here video, I had put together a little montage of pictures from our Funtacular event that we did at the end of last year. And the emphasis on that is on fun. That thing was a blast, folks. If you ain't seen it yet, you definitely should check it out. Now, I'm not going to go over all the results to it because I don't want to spoil it for anyone that ain't watched it yet, but the links to those videos, there's 3 of them, are in the description of this video. So definitely check them out when you have some time, and you'll really enjoy it. They were a whole lot of fun. And what else? Oh yeah, so not last week, but the week before, we did have something that I'm going to review right now. We had on the 5th of the January of this year, we had us our first frenzy of the new year. All right, for those of you that don't know how this works, the frenzy is a 6-way dance. And in this dance, we had the Dr. Cameron Bradshaw, the Viking, Garth McMurray, the Crazy Kiwi, you know him, that's that Malcolm Goldie Lay, the Cleanser, Adelaide Spence, Mr. Savage Scott Harvey, and the Right Honorable Geek Minister, Corey Morrisette. And we had David the Spaniard Garcia and that there Jimmy Hazard Dairy along for the ride. And our winner for this one is a newcomer to the MTFO. It's the Dr. Cameron Bradshaw. Man, that was a whole lot of fun. Those things are always so much fun. And you know the cool thing about those frenzy matches is they don't count for no records. They don't count toward no stand-ins. They're just for fun. They're a great excuse for a whole bunch of us goofballs to get together and hang out for a little while and have fun. And you know what? Sometimes that is the best thing. Now, I know I mentioned earlier that my roommate Jeff is going to be cooking up something new for the MTFO. So I'm going to give you a little tease of that right now. Now, that rascal of a roommate I got is putting together this thing called the Barroom Trivia Brawl. And here's what I can tell you about this, folks. It's going to be our first live streamed trivia contest on the MTFO. It's going to come out every 2 weeks, and it's going to not be like anything else. The questions and the categories ain't going to be what you would see in a normal trivia match, and it ain't going to be like the stuff you'd normally see on the Schmodown, but it does look like it's going to be a lot of fun. That thing's going to be a whole lot of fun. It's going to be a whole lot different too. I don't think it's going to be anything like we've seen before in the MTFO or in any of the fan leagues really, or especially in the Schmodown. But from what Jeff's told me, it sounds like it's going to be a whole lot of fun. What I can tell you is this: the first one is going to be in 2 weeks. Now, we're not too sure about what the date and the time is going to be yet, but it will be the first weekend in February, and we're going to have to find out when it's going to be that weekend on account of there's a pretty big foosball game going on that weekend. But that's when it's going to be. As soon as we know for sure, we'll let you know. And as far as who's going to be in that first one, we're going to let you know that too. And when we're going to let you know all that stuff is next weekend. That's right. Next weekend, I will not be doing a Hillbilly Holler. Instead, I'm going to be doing a Hillbilly Hangout interview with my roommate, Jeff. And he's going to tell us all about this new game and how it works and who's involved with it and who will be in the first game. All kinds of stuff. So make sure you tune in next weekend for that. I know I'm interested to hear what he has to say. And you know, I've never been on screen with him before. So that'll be interesting too. So make sure you tune in. Hey, I think we're getting the first Hillbilly Hotline call of this year. Let's see who it is. Hello? Hey, Jeeves. How are you doing today, man?
I am well, Hillbilly. I have been very, very busy.
Now, I hope you got some good stuff for me today, because last
Thank
time
you.
all you had was a big old prank. Do you know how hard it was for me to find a medicine man to come and
Oh, thank you.
witchcraft-proof my roommate Jeff's apartment?
That was a good one.
That stuff don't happen easy.
Yes, okay, we'll move on to serious things today. According to much of my... Oh, thank you. According to much of my recent research, it appears that there will be many new competitors coming in to the movie Trivia Face-Off this year. Oh, thank you.
Oh man, do you know what that sounds like? Alien pod people. And maybe some of them they're scrolls.
Yes, yes, probably so. You're probably right. The other thing I can tell you is I've found information about the backlog matches. Oh, thank you. It appears that they're being edited and cut in what is being called a down and dirty style. Oh, thank you. And this is being done for a quicker release.
Well, that is good news. I know that there are a lot of competitors that have been waiting patiently to see their matches that they filmed. And it's good to know that those matches are still coming out. But, Jeeves, I wouldn't be throwing around words like down and dirty and quick release. This is a family show, man.
Yes, okay, I'm just reporting what I was told. Thank you. What I can also tell you at this time is Corey Morrisette is rumored to be taking a larger role behind the scenes in the movie Trivia Face-Off.
You know, I do like that Corey Morrisette. He's a pretty good guy. But you know what? Anybody that gets a taste of power can get really power hungry. I wonder if he's trying to turn this into some kind of geek trivia face-off. GTFO. That's crazy. Who would want to name it that?
Oh, thank you. The last thing I have to report on Hillbilly is it appears there may be a third contestant entering your, thank you, charity match. The hair versus hair match that you're scheduled to be in with John Mariano. Now, I can't tell you yet who, oh, thank you, this third participant will be. All I can tell you is it looks like, oh, thank you, this three-way will involve possibly the best hair, oh, thank you, in the movie Trivia Face-Off. So you guys will be putting your hair and your pride on the line.
Now you see, that is what I'm talking about, Jeeves. That's the kind of scoop I'm looking for. That is some good stuff, my man. I cannot wait to do some investigating research and find out who this joker is that's going to be playing along with us. All right. And you say he's got pretty good hair. Interesting. So, you got any other conspiracies or rumors for me? All right, I'm going to go ahead and take this thing off. Yeah, you know what? I do appreciate all that. You told me a lot of good stuff today, and I'm going to be sure to pass it along. I'm going to be sure just to pass it along to the rest of the MTFO.
Happy to help.
All right, man. I will talk to you later.
Thank you.
Okay, okay. Hillbilly out. Wow, wow, wow. That was some pretty interesting stuff there, folks. You know, Jeeves always has the good scoops. I'm so glad he calls in from time to time. Now, that stuff he laid on us, I am definitely going to dig into all of that for all of you. And whatever I find out, I will definitely pass along to you. What else? Oh, I know what y'all are probably thinking. Gee, Hillbilly, isn't something missing this week? Well, you ain't wrong, friends. Normally I do some match previews for you folks. but I don't have any matches to preview this week. What I can tell you is this. It's probably going to be February before we start making some new matches. Not sure when those quick edit backlog matches are going to be rolling out that Jeeves was talking about. But whenever they do, we will let you know. And as far as like new matches being recorded, the best thing to do, friends, is if you are in the Discord server, is just keep an eye out there. I'm sure that there is a forthcoming announcement on its way. So don't fret, you will find out before too much longer when production on new matches is going to be picking up and kicking back into gear. But that's really about all I've got for you this week. As you noticed, this show was a little bit different, and that's kind of how it's going to be. Here on the Hillbilly Holler, I am going to be leaning more into digging up the news and truth for you guys and unraveling them there conspiracies, because there is a lot of them going on around here. So that's what the show's going to be. I still will occasionally do match reviews, and on occasion I'll do some match previews. But, little secret, it sounds like we might be getting some more content here on the channel. So there may be some other folks doing some of them previews and reviews. We'll just have to wait and see. And then, as I mentioned earlier, next weekend, make sure you tune in, because I will have a new Hillbilly Hangout interview with my roommate, Jeff. So that's something we can all look forward to. And folks, make sure you check out our friend Nico Rigoli, that there Cosmic Night Furies trivia matches he's doing this week. He's doing them for a whole week, and they're all to raise money for kids with cancer. So check them out, and you can find them at that there #, the word trivia, the number 4, the word THON, the number 2. Check it out. Other than that, I think by now you folks know what to do. Y'all have a glorious week.